வந்துட்டோமா வந்துட்டோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ நீங்கள் பார்த்துக்கொண்டு இப்போ PS4 கேமர்ஸ் தமிழ். நான் உங்கள் யாரோ தான் யாரோ. ஸோ ஓகே, லோடிங் ஸ்க்ரீனில் இருக்கும். என் வாய்ஸ் லைவில் அதிகமாக இருக்கா என்ன? இந்த கேமில் லோடிங் ஸ்க்ரீன் தான் ரொம்ப நேரம் போணுச்சு PS4ல். So Ubisoft.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Ubisoft presents.
I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
So the character பேரு Dalton.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
Distract. Take down.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
ஸ்டார்டிங்லயே குவைட்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸோ
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
The eyes cross the T's, lads. Copy that. Tick tock.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. loads of DedSec gear down here. Now, why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
Okay.
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black, anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Electrical is live. Repeat. Fireworks are live.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
GTA House of Commons.
They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are gonna blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
So, okay.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake.
Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
You can't have gone far. Check your doors and corners.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Fire over there! Standing down! Shit, I need help! They're my shooters! Target is firing! Watch your ass!
I'm done.
Need some help! Shots fired!
Hold it. Running to cover. Where's my backup?
I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Oh, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the Tone Conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Okay.
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Going into check.
I'm empty! Need ammo!
Please, I need help.
Shit! Stop!
SMG இருக்கா நம்மள்ட்ட That's it.
Where are you? Okay. Bingo.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It was not much fun. But destruction is always secure. And it begins today. Zero Day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Dalton Gali. Watch Dogs Legion.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty totals.
Gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
At 10 Downing Street, when Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. Stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Posting record
DedSec ஒரு நல்ல
profits due
hacking
to
group
increased
அவங்க போய்
efficiencies
இந்த
in
private
production and
army
distribution,
organization
enabled by the use
கொல்ல
of technologies
போறாங்கறாங்க.
initially developed and
அநியாயம்.
approved for security purposes.
இதெல்லாம் அநியாயம். DedSec Watch Dogs
Illegal
1
gambling,
இருக்காங்க.
drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of the
Public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to espouse those theories on camera. Thanks. Any other story.
ஓகே இப்போ கமெண்ட்ஸை படிக்கலாம். கட்சின் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஸோ இப்போ கமெண்ட்ஸை படிக்கலாம். ஸ்டோரி யூ வாண்ட் டு ப்ளே வாட்ச் டாக்ஸ் தென் ஒன்லி யூ நோ ஸ்டோரி. நோ கமெண்ட்ரி இல்லை ப்ரோ, கமெண்ட்ரி இருக்கு ப்ரோ, அதான் இப்போ ரிப்ளை பண்ணனே. ஸோ வேறு ஸ்டோரி யூ வாண்ட் டு ப்ளே வாட்ச் டாக்ஸ் தென் யூ ஒன்லி நோ ஸ்டோரி வந்துட்டு எனக்கு சரியாக தரல ப்ரோ. நான் அப்போதான் விளாட போகிறேன். ஜஸ்ட்டு வந்துட்டு இல்லை ரெக்வஸ்ட் பண்ணால் அதான் தெரிஞ்சு ஸ்டோரி என்னன்னு தெரியாது ப்ரோ.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
ஓகே இந்த ஸ்பைடர் பாட் வந்துட்டு நம்ம இப்போ இது பண்ண போகிறோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now
Okay,
alleged
spider
terrorist
bot
group
happened.
DedSec on this week's
Whee!
Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in
no
jail.
comment.
Now, I say they should all be
You
lined
have
up and
PC.
shot.
No, play in that.
Awfully convenient that they've
இல்லை
been
ப்ரோ,
fingered as the
நான்
attackers that we've seen and proved.
நான் பெருசாக பிசியில் இந்த கேம்ஸும் ஆட மாட்டேன். எங்கே போகணும்?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of
Uploading
non-violent
later.
action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat.
ஐயோ கவனிக்காம போச்சுனே.
Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. And that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think if anything,
DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't track a blow up on Parliament. Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safe using a pseudonym? Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go. Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings? Oh, let's be fair. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared. Harness us with mind control. Suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll set off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters out.
Okay, I'm going to
Is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Okay, யாரை choose பண்ணலாம்? இத்தனை characters தான் இருக்காங்களா? வேற யாரும் இல்லையா? waste fast tracking. Set out. Come on. Shorter team police contact. Event and or vehicle தான் இருக்கு. இவனை சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அவன்கிட்ட பிஸ்டல் இருக்கு.
Safe house. Meet me there.
நான் மேனுவல் டிரைவே பண்ணிக்கிறேன். மியூசிக்
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once...
Okay, இங்க போகணும். దగ్గర తీపించుకుంది No, place ఉంది కా. No.
We are ready to engage.
I'm goodbye. నా యారు నింటున్నాను ఆక రైల్లో పడుతుంది
Negative. No vision of the suspect. Target has cleared checkpoint on.
Auto drive now enabled.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Suspect has cleared the checkpoint.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Auto drive now disabled.
Ready to ram the vehicle. Over.
Deploying firearms. All eyes on the suspect. Enough is enough.
You're listening to the
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Hello resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show Alice and I will be looking at the big questions such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So nice they're still looking out for us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, SIRS really just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that God had retired. What do you think of that? Just similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental.
I've downloaded a patch to your Optic so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Secret passages and hidden bases. Oh, well, fucking miss this shitty.
You get what you deserve. I like my tea the way I like you. Not as fucking.
Open sesame.
Okay, legacy roomல இருக்கு. Secret rooms.
Anyone around? Guess not. Let's find the power then.
கீழே போகலாம் போய்க்கொண்டே இருக்கணும் அப்புறம் இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணணும்
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your Optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
And you'll have to explain my untimely demise to Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Okay, மேல போகணும். போகலாம். என்ன இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுமா? Hey, என்ன glitch-ஆ?
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
That's the shape of it. What I want to know is if it wasn't DedSec who did the bombings, who was it?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Okay, contact.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Packley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red-flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
DedSec is about as popular as the plague these days. Look, you know I do anything for you, but fucking hell. Sabine, that's a lot to ask.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fuck it. As fate's worse than death.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
So, இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு weapon செய்யணும். ஒரு tech upgrade, tech points, gadgets and weapons, equipping tech. Melee. Oh, just 10 gun. இது வந்து fight இருக்கு. Okay. Tech points. Oh, ear claw. Okay. இது என்னது? Oh, chase drones can be hijacked. But எனக்கு இப்போ spider bot வேணும். So buy item. Gadget, spider bot.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk...
Data drive. London. Okay.
Updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
காசு இல்லையே எதுவுமே வாங்குறதுக்கு வாங்கினா காசு வேணுமே அங்கே அதுக்கு எங்கே போகிறது லைக் வேர் எப்பா எல்லாம் விலை ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கு. பேகு செமையா இருக்கே. இது அல்டிமேட். நல்லா இல்ல. இது அல்டிமேட்.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a...
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point.
Come on.
Yes.
Nice one. யாருகிட்ட வாங்கிக்கோ அண்ணா
That's it. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Just like that.
இந்த கேம்ல ஃபைட்டிங் ஸ்கில்ஸ் அடிச்சுக்கவே முடியாது. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு.
That's it.
Okay. யாருகிட்ட
Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Okay, exit safe house. இதை கவனிக்காம நான் எங்கன்னு தெரியுங்க. ஃபோட்டோ பூத் சும்மா ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்துட்டு போனேன். சரி வேணாம், ஏன் ஃபோட்டோலாம் பிடிச்சிக்கிட்டு போயிடலாம். ஸோ ஓகே, கேம் நல்லா இருக்கும்னு எதிர்பார்க்குறேன். இப்போ நல்லா தான் இருக்கு.
I just can't handle this right now.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan, boss?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Oldest trick in the authoritarian handbook. Make people afraid enough when they please themselves.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
You know I am. Let's light this motherfucker up.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Come on, you believe that? It's like walking around inside a microwave. I swear we're all just gonna drop dead one day. Just leave it. Come on, no need for that.
ஸோ லைட்டு ஸோ நான் எங்கே போகணும் இந்த ஒரே பாயிண்ட் வச்சுட்டு
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotten carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors. This is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And, is tennis real? But first... it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still looking out for us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, SIRS really just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that Geld had retired. We think the similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments, he's in a pot. All it needs to do, SIRS, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. I couldn't. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I could take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not. It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra arm.
Initiate search.
This is the arm that gets... drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is The Bug on the Buccaneer.
The Bug.
Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean, riots are my favourite sport now, Alice, ever since they turned the Oval from a cricket ground into the immigration processing centre. And, rioting is a great sport. I mean, it's fun for all the family, it's guaranteed action, it's pleasingly violent. I mean, I know the underdogs never win,
I repeat, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors. This is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And, is tennis real? But first... it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice.
No sign of
SIRS is
suspect.
installing
Over.
thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still looking out for us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, SIRS really just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that Geld had retired. You think of the similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments, peas in a pod.
Control, I've lost
All
the
it needs to do, SIRS, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. I couldn't. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I could take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not. It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra arm.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is The Bug on the Buccaneer.
The Bug.
Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean, riots are my favourite sport now, Alice, ever since they turned the Oval from a cricket ground into the immigration processing centre. And, rioting is a great sport. It's fun for all the family. It's guaranteed action. It's pleasingly violent. I mean, I know the underdogs never win, but I mean that's like top-level football has become. But it's still fun to root for, isn't it? Go team, people of Britain. Oh, never mind. You've been crushed by the machinery of the state again. Still, good effort. Lots of positives to take away from today's riot. I'll come back stronger next time. Our luck's going to turn. I can feel it. It's not freezing.
You can't spell riot without riot.
So, who do we turn to for help, support and assistance in desperate times like these? Well, our artificially intelligent friend Bagley's Rose, a strange brother. The one that says it as it really is, and not as it is pretending to be. Exclusive to the show, Bugler.
Don't follow me.
பரவாயில்லையே நிறைய வந்துட்டு வெஹிக்கிள் மட்டும்தான் யூஸ்லெஸ்.
And then lock yourself in a chair forever. Thanks, Bugler. You know the answer.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Suppose the tracks that they've taken over the courts, they throw everyone who crosses them in a cage.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Let's take him down! Right! I'm ending this now!
I'm getting my gun! Oh! Not good. Not fucking good.
What have we got, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Auto drive now disabled.
ஓகே கமெண்ட் வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ ஒரு நிமிஷம் விடுங்க, நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி பார்க்க முடியாது. ஹாய் ரெட் கேமிங் தமிழ் ப்ரோ, ஹாய் ஹாய் ஹாய். ஹாய் Oh my god.
Auto drive now
நான்
disabled.
கேஸ்ல மாட்டிக்கிட்டேன். ஒய் ஏன் நான் சம்மந்தமே இல்லாமல் ட்ரோன்ஸ்லாம் வந்து வருத்துது. ட்ரோன் ஹைஜாக் பண்ண முடியுமா? பண்ண முடியாது.
Auto drive now enabled.
Suspect just reached the checkpoint.
Auto drive now enabled.
Control, we are pursuing the target. Target has broken through checkpoint. Driving into the vehicle, over.
Auto drive now enabled.
Preparing to ram suspect's vehicle. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Look around. It's the Albion, fucking Albion everywhere. It's into this city. This isn't just propaganda. This is a fucking...
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
I'm on it.
Auto drive now enabled.
Unsighted sweeping area. Yeah. Hey.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
Bye.
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the location.
Jeez, buy me dinner first.
இதோட வந்துட்டு நம்ம கேமை முடிச்சுக்கலான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ குவிட் பண்ணிட்டு ஓகே இதோட நம்ம லைவாக முடிச்சுக்கலாம். பை கைஸ்.